Hi friends, it's Claudine. It is that time of the month. Not that time of the month, but it is the time of the month when we take a look at the calendar and we reset ourselves to make sure that we've got everything paid and we can move into the next month. So even though it is only, there's still a week or so of June, but in my mind, we're already into budgeting for July. So I wanted to take you along with me as I show you what I'm going to do to kind of get myself ready for the next month. The first thing I like to do is go back through and make sure that everything has been paid. So with the paycheck that we got on the 20th, we have to pay all of these things, including the mortgage that'll be due July 1st. So I have a couple automatic payments that will come onto the credit card. And so I've just marked those there. They have not happened yet. Actually, this one probably has, but these haven't yet. I paid the cat debt on the Synchrony, and everything else is paid. I paid the wastewater, I paid the mortgage already. There are a few other things that do get paid with this check, and I will probably start writing them on here too. But there are things like medical bills that are accounted for here on my paycheck budget for June. But the escrow payment, I don't know why that's not on here, but I always pay the escrow payment, so I'm just going to put it here. That has been paid, and technically it's just me putting money into my savings account. Verizon is up here. I actually haven't paid Verizon yet. I'm not sure why it's it's for the next month. So it's paid with, okay, well, this doesn't even make sense. Technically, Verizon is due, that's why. It's due in July. It's due like July 5th, but I pay it with this check here, the second paycheck. So I should start putting this down on the day of the second paycheck, because that's going to help me to remember instead of looking at it like this when I'm like, oh, it's already paid. Okay, I'm going to make a little note here. Verizon, I need to pay that. Exclamation point. Okay. I paid a few medical bills. I transferred money for the tax savings. And so all of this is done. And now we can move into taking out some cash and maybe seeing if we need to adjust any of these amounts based on how much we have left in the account. But for now, I think the only other thing is I want to put tax on here. So I'm going to also put it on the same date as the paycheck, because that happens every paycheck. We save into our tax savings. So, okay, this one I already did. So the only thing left to do is Verizon. And with that said, since I have it on this paper here, I don't need this anymore. So we can move to the next month, which will be July. What I am going to do is I'm going to take my payday stickers and I'm going to add these to the July calendar. So we got paid on the 20th. We're skipping the 27th and we'll get paid on July 4th, and which is a holiday. So I'm not really sure how that works, but then we're going to skip this one and we're going to get paid here on the 18th. And then we're also going to then get paid on the 1st. I want to say, actually, I accidentally ripped this one off too. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so August will be a magic month. I think I'm actually going to put my little pay stickers on here while I'm doing this, because it just is going to help me. So get paid here, here, and here. And I have a love-hate relationship with magic months, meaning there are 3 paychecks instead of just 2. So we'll talk about that next month. Okay, but for now we are working in July. I'm gonna fold up this other one and set it to the side. So we're working in July, and so what I've already done is put a few of the things that are due for July and whether or not I've already paid them. So it's a little bit of a duplication of efforts, like for the Verizon. You saw me just put that onto the other paycheck, but technically I guess I could wait till this paycheck to pay the Verizon, but I don't like to do that because then things can get a little bit weird with the timing of paychecks and the timing of bills. So for what it's worth, I will be paying the Verizon with the paycheck we already got at the end of June. But the mortgage is paid, the Southwest car has been paid, Synchrony has been paid, but I still need to pay $159 toward one of my chunks of the charges that are deferred. part of that, 159 is left. That deferment will end on July 2nd. So I need to pay that before July 2nd. I'm actually going to do a little arrow here. I have a plan for this though, so we should be good. College apartment will get paid after that charge posts onto my daughter's account. So I always wait till the first of the month. With my mortgage, I like to pay it like as soon as I get paid in my paycheck, I'll just send it to the mortgage company. But this one though can fluctuate because it includes if she gets a discount because she works at the apartment complex, and it includes any kind of utilities that she has to pay. So those two things, I like to wait until it actually hits the account and then we pay it. So I've also paid the Amazon card, which is great. And then we just need to do Verizon. So I think we're looking good. I've got all my other bills on here and that's it. So I think the only other thing I wanted to do is I need to unstuff. I took this out. What was I going to unstuff that was in here? Let me take a look through. Canva. Oh, I have a bill for my Southwest card. So I need to unstuff a whole bunch of stuff, unstuff a whole bunch of charges for that. But there was something else in here that I needed to do. Amazon, that's what it was. When I paid the Amazon, I paid $131. And in here we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I only have 100 to pay myself back. But because I was able to pay that with my paycheck, it's totally fine. But this can go back into my bank as a buffer for the other bills that I need to pay. So I'm going to make a note here. This is going to be deposited for Amazon. And this is how I like to do it. I like to go back through when I pay my bills and unstuff anything that has been allocated with an envelope. Amazon deposit. Okay, so that is great. And that means there's nothing left in Amazon, but that's okay because we will be stuffing it back for July. Where does that go? Here it is. So in July, we'll stuff another 100. And then at the end of July, I'll take it out and do the same thing I'm doing today. All right, I think that's truly it. I do have some more things to unstuff, but I need to look through my bill. So actually, you know what? I'm going to do that now. I'm going to come back to you in just a second. So hold right there. Okay, I'm back. I did the calculations. The only thing that from my last Southwest credit card bill that I need to unstuff truly is my cat supplies. I spent in the month of June, like the way that the balance goes is like mid-May to mid-June. But for the sake of this conversation, we'll just call it June. Mid-May to mid-June. $452.29 was spent between Chewy and Pet Supplies Plus. These cats are literally going to put me in the poorhouse with their cat food. So this is what I need to unstuff for the Southwest card. I can tell you right now, I do not have that amount in here. Now, fortunately, that Southwest bill has already been paid, so it's not a huge problem. But let me find, and you guys, that's not even vet. That is strictly just cat food, cat litter, and I feel like there's some, okay, it's not in here. I feel like there was something else that I put on there. I think, I had to get a blood glucose monitors, but I returned that. So I'm going to actually take that off. I think it's $79. So I'm going to subtract $79. Okay. It's a little bit better. And I've already made some payments. Like I had made payments on that along the way. So for what it's worth, that's not hard and fast of like what I actually owe, but it's close. Okay. So let's just get in here. Let's see what we have. Groceries, everything's empty. Cat supplies, here we go. $40. Oh no, wait, $60. Okay, so as I said, I have been paying this kind of as I went, which isn't reflected in what I was looking at on the bill, but we have $60 and that's fine. We're gonna add this, at least what we have, we're gonna add it to the deposit for the Southwest card. And actually, here's another one. This is another one I pulled out for cats. So both of these are for cats. This probably feels a little confusing. It's not for me, but I can see how it might be. So this is 100, because I think I just had 40 in here. So cat food is, we changed the foods again, so now it's even more than 40. So this is 60 equals 100. Okay, deposit, Southwest. Okay, so there's that. And then I've also got this Amazon deposit. I think I'm going to paperclip that as well. And I did spend some extra money on beauty, but I don't have a beauty envelope, so I cannot pay myself back for that. But it is a good note to myself that I should probably start an envelope for beauty. And actually, I did spend some money on dining out. I did spend, let's see, we had our in-laws in town, so we bought them dinner. It was $87. And then I also had some vacation time. And when we got back from vacation, we had sushi one time, and that was 53. So if we take 53 and 83 and add those together, let's do that. Let's see if we can unstuff anything. So 53 plus 83, that's 136. And oh, my dining out is here because I didn't make an envelope for it yet. But let's see, there's probably only 100. But we need 136, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Okay, not enough. I can see that I'm really needing to increase my amounts, but the good thing is that I'm accounting for it on my budget with the amount that I save in my bank to pay that Southwest card. So generally speaking, it's not a problem, but I do think it's just something for me to be aware of. I'm really happy that I have this dining out budget because I didn't used to, and then I'd be really strapped for cash when it comes time to pay the bills. Okay, and I think that's it. I'm just gonna go through here really quick, see if there's anything else. Nails, tips. I'm gonna get my nails done pretty soon, so I'm glad I have that. College, home warranty, paid the lawn care already. Costco, I did just pay my Costco card, but I think this is the new savings for next month. So, okay, that's it. We're good. So really what I just need to do is I need to deposit this for Amazon and then this for the Southwest card, and that's it. And we're good to go. So I will be doing a budget with me for the month of July and doing my paycheck budget. So stay tuned for that if you're interested. And I think I'm also going to do an accountability post on, well, short video, not a post, but an accountability video on my Southwest card, because I know that there were some charges on there that I put on that I just shouldn't have. They weren't planned. And that's where I get in trouble with my credit card. So I just want to keep myself accountable and have you guys help me with that. So watch for that very soon, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for being here.